don't really want to put roof racks on the vehicle and put a side awning on here or a 270 awning that swings right around just yet. Maybe in the future. All right, let's get this set up before it rains. It's quite small, it's very light. It weighs, I think, just under 3.8 kilos or 8 pounds thereabouts. Also, while I'm unpacking this, the good thing with this bag, it all fits in there really easily. So I've set this up plenty of times when it's soaking wet and I will need to leave. And I've just thrown it straight in the bag, just stuffed it in the bag. I haven't bothered to roll it up. And then when I got home, I just draped it over something and over a vehicle in the garage and let it dry. But this is basically the steel pole that comes with it. And so alternatively, you could replace it with an aluminium extendable pole. These are the instructions that it comes with on paper. It comes with around 5 pegs, which is sufficient to peg this out. Got the brass headed hammer. And I'm roughly going to step out 5 meters, I reckon about 5 meters from the back of the vehicle, in line with the center of the vehicle, thereabouts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can put my peg in there. I'll leave the hammer there so I don't lose where the peg is. And when you set it up, just make sure the Kelty logo is on the top or the outside. Don't do what I did when I first set it up. I set it up upside down. So you need to open it up. Look, these are your 2 straps. Strap either side like wings that strap to your wheel spokes or wherever else in your vehicle. This only needs 1 pole to set up, which is included, and for a minimum, just 3 pegs in the ground, 3 guy rope, and there's optional 2 guy ropes if needed later on. This tarp extends out about 3 meters from the back of the vehicle. Floor area is 120 square feet, or 11.1 square meters. So I usually like to do the center first. You can do the sides, which I've done in the past, but I'll just pull this over. Now it can get snagged, that is a downside. There's a few sticks here and what have you. Also I've got studs on the back of this carrier here where it catches, so just be careful of that. Now once you get it over there, depending on how high your vehicle is too, as to how difficult it will be. And in the center here, I've just got a bit of paracord, which I've already got a set length to tie off the paracord. So that's the center part taken care of. And then you just need to put the wings. Obviously, if your wheels are really hot, be careful with your disc brakes in here. If you've got disc brakes, even drums get hot too. So you can see that just clamps in there. And I'm just going to do the same on this side with one of the spokes in the rims. And then I just look for a line on the window here or wherever. So I want to have these equal distance, so that's a little bit high. I know that's too high. So I'll just back this one off. And then I can just pull that down. I know roughly by experience, usually with that line there is fine. So basically we're ready to go. I've put my peg in the ground. And this is what I mean. 1 center pole and 1 rope. And there's little cam lock guy ropes. You can put whatever you want on there. I'm just going to run this back. I'm all tangled up on my boot. Just going to attach that to my peg that I put in the ground about 5 meters from the back of the vehicle, the rear of the vehicle. And probably 12 inches, 250, 300 mils back from the end there. There's a hole for your eyelet, for your pole. Bring that up. And that's, see what I mean? One rope and it's standing. We've got 2 remaining pegs that I'm going to use for now. Quickly stake these out. Wherever you want, you'll work it out pretty quick. The pegs aren't very good quality. I've got my own sort of nail pegs that I use normally, but that's irrelevant for now. You can get away with the pegs that are provided. And there you have it. That's set it up at a minimum. Whatever that took me, you can take off a few seconds or half a minute or a minute or so of me not having to explain it and just getting in and doing the job. But you can see how easy that is to set up. And long as you need to get the guy rope in line with the center of the vehicle pulling straight. Sometimes it's off to the side, which really doesn't matter. Now in strong wind situations, you can do the side ropes, which I've used out here. But what I tend to use when I'm camping or whatever, set up for a few days, I'll use these poles, these quick telescopic aluminium poles. Depending on how much wind you've got, you may not even need to, you can do away with that if you need to, depending on the wind situation. It just gives you a little bit more headroom out to the sides. Like that. So it's quite simple. And because this is stepped where the center pole goes in, because it's stepped back about a foot from here, it just gives you, when you've got a table here, you've still got a little bit of coverage, like a soffit or an awning there. So when your table's just in here, up against this pole, or if you've got a little wood stove with a gooseneck on it, you could shoot it out there. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just quickly run through packing the tarp up, and I'm going to simulate a situation where the tarp's soaking wet and I need to pack it up quickly and get it in the bag, so I can't just because I just don't want to put a wet tarp in the back of the car and wet everything in the car. So I want to try and get that wet tarp straight into the bag as quick as possible. Let's pull these. Remembering these are optional poles, which a lot of people have anyway, these telescopic aluminium poles. There's so many different brands and qualities out there. So, I may need this to remove the pegs. I'm just going to remove my side pull that peg out. I'm just going to bring these cam lock guy ropes just short so they don't get too tangled. Pull that peg out. So it is starting to rain soon anyway. I'm getting a few spots on me as we speak. So once again, we've just got that one peg and one pole holding the tarp up by itself, hence why it's a one-man operation. So I'll just pull this peg out and that can come down. So remembering, it's pouring rain, I've got a raincoat on and I'm getting wet. Just quickly pull the pole out and quickly, okay, this pole has wire in the center of it. Okay, pole taken care of. I'll stick it in the bottom of the bag so we don't have any problems trying to stuff it in later. Little peg bag, I'll just throw the cheap pegs in there. They can go in there, remembering it's raining at the moment and I don't want to get wet. Whoop, skipped a step. Under your side clips, just clip them back up again so there's not too much length hanging out when you're trying to pack it up. That there. And all it's holding it now, this is an optional point of attachment to center. And I just pull my bit of paracord out. And there's the tarp. Now, remembering it's raining again, and I'm just going to stuff it in, just bunch it up, just jab it in the bag until I get home and dry it out if need be. The only problem is these ropes can be a pain, so you just got to make sure you tuck those in. But I'm just stuffing this in. I'm not trying to roll it up in any way. It is a cheap bag, but it serves its purpose for now. It's a double zip bag from either end, so you can zip it from either end and then just there you have it. Simple, easy to erect, easy to put away. And get home, unwrap it, hang it over the car in the garage, whatever you want to do, just hang it up on a tree, let it dry, it won't take long to dry. Anyway, that just about wraps it up. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you.